New channel, who dis? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to opening night trivia. Oh, God, we're doing this again. Just when I think I'm out, they bring me back in. I am Alex Martinez Coronado, and this is the first in a group of qualifiers to determine who will be the first ever Geek champion of this league. With me, as per usual, and I get to pretend that we don't hate each other anymore. It is David the Spaniard Garcia. How are you, David?
I am really excited. As you said, you thought you were done, but Adelaide asked me to start like a Geek division, and I thought, you know what? I might as well drag Alex with me just to piss him off or something. So yeah, this is very exciting. This format is, and honestly, I like this format a lot, having played myself and having tested it a lot. And I think we managed to like make it the best version of the format in this particular league. So yeah, and as you said, this is a qualifier match. So these people have been selected as candidates to be the first ever Geek champion on this league. So we are not expecting a KO win, but it can happen because since these guys are like the best of the best, they might as well get cocky, bet 5, and
bet 5 and lose.
Yeah,
bet 5 and lose. Oh my goodness! Yes, these are the very best hand-selected, hand-picked by you, by me, by everyone over at the administrative team. And these are the groups that we've decided we wanted to get a nice blend of talent in every single division or every single grouping. And I think that's exactly what we did. And I'm hoping, praying that the questions don't get to them and that we see an amazing match.
So the first contestant is a man who is going to make soon his debut in multiplex fandom fights if he hasn't done it yet by the time of recording. I mean, by the time of this
airing.
Yeah, airing. Thank you. I'm not good with English. And you guys know it from the movie Your Face Off. We are talking about the hype man, Mike Shea. Oh, okay.
Wait.
I do not think about failure. I'm a star, I should get my own trailer.
Right.
Every time I'm around, it's a hype. Touchdown and the crowd gets hype.
Yes. I'm back.
I'm a bad boy, never feel my life. Every time I'm around, it's a hype. Touchdown and the crowd gets hype.
Wait for it. Oh yeah. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
I was so hoping you would bring the soundboard. I was so hoping. Yes.
I might be moving, but that's the last thing I'm going to pack. Trust me. Good to be back.
All right. The hype man bringing the hype. And our second contestant, he is a very well-known Geek player. And he's my team partner in multiplex fandom fights, fighting for, making a comeback in that league. But I am going to be as impartial as I can be. He's Joe Hot Fuzz Farrelly.
Hello. David, it's always good to see you. Alex, always good to see you. Mike, good to see you back.
You too, man. It'll be fun.
Oh, definitely. For me.
Oh.
I love it.
Where's
Ooh, you suck.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So next, we have a man that I personally didn't know. I think this is the first time I'm being on a call with him, but I have heard marvels of him. Like when he's on a match, it's always entertaining, at least. So we have Jacoby Bancroft.
I'll take it. I don't need talent. I don't need, skill. I just need to be entertaining, and I think that'll help me coast to a victory. So we're all good to go.
It got me pretty far. So hey, fingers crossed.
And last, but certainly, I can't say that word.
Certainly
but
not least.
Yeah, thank you. We have one of the core runners of multiplex fandom fights, a person very well known in the fan league community, a great Geek player, Kaleb the King Koho.
It took you a whole league change to get the nickname right. Thank you. The fact that I have to play in is bullshit. Jacoby, you're cool. Joe, you're overrated. Mike, you have a soundboard. Good for fucking you. All right, let's play.
I love it.
I like
All right.
it.
We got
Fun.
anyway. Yeah, we got the king. Well, so why don't you hit them with the rules, Alex? You are very good at that.
Absolutely. For most of you, this is the first time playing or testing it. So here it is. Round number 1 is the buy-in round. We will be asking you 10 questions from categories randomly chosen by a wheel. Some of the categories may repeat, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, and I'm not changing it. You'll have approximately 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer. You will then be asked by name to show your answers. A correct answer will get you a point. There is no punishment for missing a question, and there will be no stealing in the buy-in round. There is also no bonus question should you get a perfect round. You also have 3 repeats to be used at any point during this match. David, did I miss anything?
I don't think you did. Also, please reminder to the competitors to keep your hands on screen at all times during the match. Now, let's get to it. Alex,
Yep.
Please start us off.
It would be my honor, my pleasure. Your first question will come from the category of Middle Earth. Who plays Bard the Bowman in the Hobbit series? Nice and easy.
Right to their boards.
I love it.
You know, the Hobbit series, not like the best of them, but I enjoyed parts of the trilogy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we start with Mike.
Luke Evans.
That's correct for 1 point. Koho.
Luke Evans.
Yep. Jacoby.
Luke Evans.
Nice. And Joe.
Nobody fights like Gaston, Luke Evans.
All right, your second question comes in the category of Wizarding World. Who teaches Harry the basics of the game Quidditch in the Sorcerer's Stone? So, Alex, if you played Quidditch, I know you are not like a big fan of Harry Potter, but what position or would you be?
Well, I have terrible eyesight. I'm not athletic. I hate being off my feet. So, ref.
Okay, I'm very short and small, so that's like the definition of being a seeker. 5, 4,
Your eyesight sucks,
3,
though.
2, 1. Well, pens down. And Kaleb, start with you.
Commentary is still better than Kelk. Oliver Wood.
That's correct. Jacoby.
Oliver Wood.
Correct. Joe.
Oliver Wood.
And Mike.
David, I've missed your terrible jokes. Oliver Wood.
Your next... Honestly, I'm considering giving points out for making fun of David. Your next question will come from the category of Star Trek. Who played Dr. Carol Marcus in Star Trek Into Darkness?
So this movie pissed off a lot of Star Trek fans. Like, a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that. It's not like they're still complaining about it to this day.
It's not great.
9 years later.
I am a fan of Benedict Cumberbatch, but like that movie, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jacoby.
Not being a Star Trek fan, I love this movie. Alice Eve.
Same happened to me. Joe.
Alice Eve.
Mike.
Alice Eve.
And Kaleb.
Alice Eve.
Love it.
So 4 of them are correct. And, you know, this is why we said this was going to be a great match. 3 questions, 3 perfect rounds so far. Even if that doesn't really matter for a bonus question here. The next category comes from Middle Earth.
Damn it.
Besides breakfast, what are any of the 2 meals that Pippin mentions to Merry in Fellowship of the Ring? I love that scene.
You just need one of them?
2.
We need
Oh, 2 of
two.
them. Okay.
One of them is kind of a gimme, but that's fine.
I love the scene, mostly because we are like that here in Spain. Like,
Just be
we
eating.
have... What?
Just be eating everything all the time.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we have like great food. 5,
Sure.
4, 3, 2, 1, and pens down. We start with Joe.
Second breakfast and supper.
That's correct. Mike.
What about second breakfast, 11sies, dinner, supper?
Afternoon tea.
Love it. Yep. Correct.
Okay. Kaleb.
Second breakfast and 11sies.
Correct.
Right. Jacoby.
I'm pretty sure 11Z's is also pronounced pre-lunch. Along with
Oh no.
That should have been one though. I like that.
We have our
Just
first
like
miss.
reminder, if you guys decide to show off, giving more answers, and you get one wrong, you won't be given the point. Just saying.
All
You call
right.
it the 7 dwarfs rule, right?
We certainly can. I call it the RJ rule personally. Well, we go to the category of DCEU. How long of a sentence is Digger Harkness, Captain Boomerang, serving at the start of Suicide Squad?
Ooh. That's...
A little bit off the deep end for this one.
I don't like that question.
It's only because you missed it, I think, is really the problem.
No, because I don't like that movie.
I do. I really do.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Alex's opinions, you get used to them with time. 5, 4,
I like movies about friends. Like me.
2, 1, pens down. And Mike.
I hate this movie. 10 years.
Went a little lower. Kaleb.
I believe it's 20 years. 20 years to life.
Also a little lower. Jacoby.
42 years.
Also a little lower. And Joe.
3 life sentences.
My God.
Correct.
Whoa!
That is correct. 10
I
years
knew it
of
was
a
something.
skippable life sentence. Love
Honestly,
it.
if some of you had said 100 years, I would enjoyed seeing your faces when I said also a little lower.
Yep. Joe takes the lead, I believe.
Yep. I was just changing it. All right, your next question, guys, comes in the category of Marvel movies. These are Marvel movies outside of DC. No, that's not good. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Marvel movies outside of the DCU. I don't know why I started there.
The MCU.
Yeah,
Technically,
that's why I started. I knew I was saying something wrong. I mean, they are outside of the DCU, so.
Your question.
What is Logan's plan to kill Victor in X-Men Origins Wolverine? How does he plan to kill him? Just in case.
I love it. Now I have admin access, so even if you wanted to kick me off, I could just come back in. It's great.
Yeah, I hate that part.
Yeah.
We should never. I told Adelaide, we should. I mean, I want to work with Alex, but we should never ever give him power.
It's true.
I mean,
I agree.
right.
Repeat.
All right. That's one repeat for Joe. Your question. What is Logan's plan to kill Victor in X-Men Origins Wolverine? I got out of jokes for this one.
Truly, I am the Ric Flair to your Vince McMahon. Now we're partners.
Okay, that's
Shout out to the 2 people that are going to get that.
I actually got that one.
Okay, great.
I got it. I just hated it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Kaleb.
He's going to cut his damn head off.
That's correct. Jacoby.
Rip his head off.
I will take that.
Yeah.
Joe?
For some reason, couldn't pull it.
Oh, well. Mike?
I'm gonna cut your goddamn head off.
Yep. See if that
Well,
works.
And that's the perfect round for you.
I was thinking something more elaborate for some reason.
No.
Wolverine.
I know.
All right. We go next to the category of quotes. What mixed bag dad can be heard saying the line, "I just cleaned up this mess. Can we keep it clean for 10 minutes, please?" Already digging into the mixed bag.
Yep.
Love it. Love it.
Repeat the question.
Yep, I will do that. First repeat. What mixed bag dad can be heard saying the line, "I just cleaned up this mess. Can we keep it clean for 10 minutes, please?"
So, a lot of people expressing their disagreement with the mixed bag list, but, you know,
They're not all winners. I understand that.
Yeah.
Some of them are bad. Looking at you,
You know
Sharp.
how hard it was to find a copy of Condor Man? Seriously.
I'm so sorry. That was my fault.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
Whoa, okay.
First repeat for Jacoby as well. What mixed bag dad can be heard saying the line, "I just cleaned up this mess. Can we keep it clean for 10 minutes, please?"
Just in the nick of time.
Oof.
Like,
Now I hope I'm right.
bravo.
Embarrassing. Let's see.
All right. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anyone?
Okay.
All right, that's down. And Jacoby,
Is it Mr. Incredible?
that is correct.
Yep. Well done.
Go.
Mr. Incredible.
Yep.
Mike,
Mr. Incredible.
And
clean it out.
Mr. Incredible.
Well done.
yeah, back on track. Damn it. I was doing Koho 65 again.
And your winner by way of domination.
I mean,
In the
come
first
on.
round, it's a new.
This is like I haven't used this laptop. The keyboard is like so soft. It doesn't make noise when I type. I just
And your next question will come from the category.
yeah. Of DC EU again. How many DC EU appearances does How many DC EU appearances does Harry Lennox have? I was going to say Henry Cavill. I saw a capital H and I was like, it was just like automatic with the DCU. But
Yeah,
you throw me a little curveball there.
That's what I'm all about.
Yeah.
Curveballs. That's a sports reference, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
One of those things they have.
If it's not people punching each other, I'm not interested.
Okay. Fair, I guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Joe.
2.
That's correct. Mike.
2.
That's also correct.
Kaleb.
Kaleb.
2.
Right. And Jacob.
2.
All right. Clean sweep again.
All right.
I
Lovely.
like my 65 points more there, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Jacoby keeping pace with the lead.
Yep.
Keep in pace.
Real quick, Jacoby and Kaleb, I believe, have both used repeats.
No, I used repeat.
Oh, was it Joe? Excuse me.
It was Joe. Oh, Jacoby. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
I have that in the other one. But yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Your next question will come from the category of Marvel movies. In what government agency was Ben Grimm Johnny Storm's superior officer?
Ooh. Yep. That is a toughie, I guess.
A lot of these, they went right to the board. This one, a little bit of hesitation.
We are having a great score on this one, by the way. Exactly what we expected out of these guys. 7, 7, 7, and 6. That's I think one of the highest having a Geek Challenge Cup. 5?
Repeat the
4?
question.
Oh, sorry.
We have a repeat. In what government agency was Ben Grimm, Johnny Storm's superior officer?
So now all competitors have used a repeat.
Yep.
If I am not mistaken. So will it pay off? That's the question. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Joe. No, Mike. Sorry, Mike.
NASA.
That is correct. For 1 point.
Oh,
Well done.
Kaleb.
I said CIA.
Jacoby.
I said the NSA, which is sort of like NASA, just without the.
He JT it.
And
Oh,
Joe missed it as well.
right.
Yeah, I said CIA.
And the Hyman takes the lead on the match.
Well done. They're using those repeats when you need them.
Yep. All right. And your last question comes in the category of Star Trek. In Star Trek 2009, Captain Pike says Kirk could have his own command in how many years?
Kirk will have his command in how many years? That's okay.
Yep. One of those guess a number question. I mean, or just, know it and write the right answer. But
The ever helpful advice of David the Spaniard Garcia. Know it. God, just know the answer.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we go to Kaleb.
I said 5.
Incorrect. And Jacoby.
I said 3 years.
That is correct.
Damn it! I erased that.
No, wait.
That is not
No,
correct.
That is
That is not correct.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay, so no matter what, I was wrong. That feels
Yep,
better. Okay.
That's not correct.
Doesn't feel better for me.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Joe.
8 years.
That's also incorrect. And Mike.
and I said 5.
Whoa. So
Right.
the correct
We
answer was 4 years. Jacoby.
could
Yeah,
have his
totally.
own command in 4 years. Then Kirk throws the keys and said, "You could do it. I could do it in 3." Anybody remembers?
I thought the
Okay.
quote was you'll be an officer in 4 years, you'll have your own ship in 8.
Mm,
And then he said I'll do it in 3.
let me.
I'll throw out an official challenge for that. I might be wrong, but I'll throw out the official challenge.
All right. For an official challenge. All right, so we are back from the challenge, and turns out Joe was right. That the line was you could be an officer in 4 years and have your own ship in 8. So since the question was have his own command, having his own command does mean having his own ship, being in command of his own ship. So we are going to give Joe the correct answer and Thijs the hype man by the end of round 1.
Yep. And with that, that is the end of round number 1. Joe and Mike do have a tie for the lead. Koho slightly behind them. Jacoby just 2 points behind. So still anybody's game. We will be rolling straight into round number 2. Round number 2 is the betting round. During round number 2, you will be given a category and we'll have a few seconds to write down a bet between 0 and 5 points. You must have the points in order to bet them. You'll be then given a question and have around 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer. You'll be then asked by name to give your answer. If you get the correct answer, you will be given the amount of points you have bet. An incorrect answer will lose you the amount of points you have bet. If you lose all your points and hit 0, you can play your way back in by answering a question correctly. There are 3 ways to win a Geek Challenge Cup. The goal of the game is to get to 21 or more as quickly as you can. That is the domination win. If we go the full 15 questions, the person with the most points gets the decision win. If all of your opponents hit 0 and you have points at the end of an answering round, you will have earned the knockout win. If two players pass 21 in the same question, the higher of the points total will be awarded the win. If two players are tied for either first or second place, those players will advance to a sudden death with questions all coming from the mixed bag category. All right, I believe everyone has used a repeat. I think we're ready to get started. Does anybody have any questions?
We good?
All right.
Right, just a slight reminder, please. If you guys can, like, because you are 4, so if you guys can keep your bets written like in the corner of your board, so I can manage the score better. That's
You
all.
asked so much of us, but okay, fine.
All right. Your first category, Marvel movies.
Gah.
So I need bets starting on with Mike.
Bet 2 points.
2 points. Kaleb.
2.
2 points. Jacoby.
I want to see what these questions are like. I did 1 point.
Fair enough. Joe.
Same. 1.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So,
I'll take this one.
okay.
I got it. Your question. Besides the X-Men movies, what Marvel movie had a performance from Rebecca Romijn?
Ooh. That is indeed a big question.
Yep.
There are a lot of Marvel movies out there, and some of them are
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible movies.
all right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And for this round, we are going to start with Mike again.
Underrated movie, The Punisher.
That's correct for 2 points. Kaleb.
Joseph Forrest, The Punisher.
Also correct for 2 points.
Jacoby.
Jacoby.
Blade Trinity.
Ooh. That is
Also
incorrect.
1.
Joe.
Yeah, I went the same way as Jacoby almost. I said Blade 2. Couldn't remember. I knew it was around that era. I couldn't remember.
You bet 1, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So,
I believe that takes Mike to the sole possession of lead.
yep.
Pushes
we
Joe
go
back
right.
a little. All right.
Now, your second question comes in the category of, again, Star Trek.
Bets in Star Trek, starting on my left. I don't know. Mike.
I'll stick with 2 points.
2. All right. Kaleb.
Who's going to do 1 this time?
All right. Jacoby.
I am going to do 0.
All right. Joe.
4.
Joe wants that lead.
So, whoa. So now, I'll read the question. In Star Trek, in the undiscovered country, what former Enterprise crew member commands the USS Excelsior? And the question writer didn't put an interrogation mark on the question for some reason.
A what mark?
An interrogation, a question mark.
Oh, okay. We call it something different. Thank you.
I shouldn't have erased that 5.
I said interrogation. So,
Yeah.
Spanish habits, I guess. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Kaleb.
Sulu.
That's correct for 1 point.
Should have been more. Okay.
Jacoby,
Sulu
for stats.
for 5 points.
Joe.
Sulu.
For
That's a good
big
swing.
point. And Mike,
Should have gone for 5. Hikaru Sulu.
that's
2
correct.
points.
That maintains the lead.
All right. Your next question will come from the category of DCEU.
I am sweating right now. You know,
Wait, it says I have 6 points. I should have 5, shouldn't I? Because I didn't bet anything on the last one. What?
right. I don't know why that.
Do I get an honor point?
Um,
There's no honor among thieves.
because we like you. No. I need bets starting with Mike.
I'm going to bet 3 points this time.
3 points.
Okay.
Kaleb.
4.
Ooh, okay. Jacoby.
No confidence, 4 points.
All right, let's do it. And Joe.
Also 3.
All right. Here we go. Your question. In Aquaman, what does Tom Curry say is his superpower?
Now, which one's Tom Curry again?
That's a real problem for this.
Yep. I mean, I'm not going to say anything. It might actually give it up. Alex, what will you say is your superpower?
Avoiding human contact.
Yeah,
Real
that's
skill
okay.
these
Yeah.
days.
Actually, yeah. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we start with Jacoby.
Is it hope?
No.
That's a big loss of points. Joe.
Drinking?
Mike.
Drinking.
Kaleb.
Seeing the good in people.
Ooh.
We're going to accept drinking as an answer. He was
What's the
able to
answer
drink
you
his
have?
own son, drinking his son under a table.
I was
Yeah.
going to say holding his alcohol or
Yeah.
something.
Well done.
So Mike, you bet 3, right?
So did
Yeah.
Next question comes in the category of Marvel movies.
Stop.
I.
These are Marvel movies outside of the MCU.
And the DCU.
That's true. And Star Wars.
I mean, 5. Bets, starting with Mike.
I'm gonna go back to 2.
Right? Kaleb.
3.
Right? Yeah. Kobe.
The comeback begins. 1 point.
And Joe.
2.
Right? Your question. 2002's Spider-Man. What is the first item that Peter's hand clings to in the cafeteria? I'm always worried about my accent. I think I got this one.
Nailed it. Mike and Joe alternating for this lead here.
Yeah. Did they bet the same?
Jacoby and Kaleb right behind him.
Nailed it. Yep. That is what I was about to say. Something got in my eye.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Jacoby this time, I think.
Is it a fork?
That is correct for 1 point. Joe,
Fork.
and you bet 2 points.
2 points.
Mike,
Work for 2 points.
Yep.
and Kaleb.
Nope.
Ooh,
All right.
3 points, I believe.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. Mike and Joe.
I nearly was writing banner on the school bus until you said cafeteria.
Here is the
Same thing.
thing. And I think it's worth saying just to get into competitors' heads.
Yep. Very important.
If
All
Joe
right.
5, he will get to 21.
Yep. This is a very important question.
Mike,
4.
Mike will get to 21 with just 4 points.
Yep. Important question, probably to decide the winner of this match.
Or maybe not, depending on the category.
Maybe not. They could both blow it. Your category, Star Trek.
Damn it.
The comeback begins. The comeback.
It was a beautiful ride.
Mhm.
Now I just want to beat Koho.
It's the only league you can do it in, right?
I know, right now.
Shots fired. Shots fired. All right. I need bets starting with Mike.
I'm gonna go 3.
Okay. Kaleb.
3. Bet the bottom.
Jacoby.
2 points.
Whoa.
And very important, Joe. He's going for it. All right.
Bite me
Right,
in the
yeah,
arse.
let's both get this.
I wish I had your balls, man.
He might have the win. Remember, the top 2 players advance. If Joe and Mike both get this question right, actually, if it doesn't matter, the first 2 people advance. If Joe gets it right and the match ends right here, Mike will still advance to the tournament. Your question: what substance causes the black hole that destroys Vulcan in Star Trek? Once again, that is Star Trek 09.
Oh, what's that stuff called?
Oh, look at that face.
Yeah, that's not.
Should have bet 5.
We'll stay quiet to give Joe a second to breathe. 2 repeats on the board.
Yep. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. No repeats.
No repeats.
All right. And you know what? We'll start with Mike, even though we should start with Joe. Mike?
For 3 points, red matter.
That's correct.
Oh, I should have bet 4.
Kaleb?
Red matter.
Jacoby.
Red goo.
That is incorrect. Cannot accept red goo. Joe, you looked very unhappy with this.
Red matter.
And your winner, by way of domination, Joe Farrelly. He had a spook. We thought you were going to miss it. Well done, hitting 21 points first time out in. How many questions was that?
Well,
5 questions. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that breaks Kaleb Koho's record of quickest to domination win in testing.
I mean, to be fair, I had 8 Pirates questions in a row, which if I had 8 Pirates questions here, if I had 8 Pirates questions in a row here, would have been over. Very.
I've just finished studying. So
guess for stats. How many points did you bet on that last one? That's the final score.
Yep. Joe advances with the domination win. He is now, as he always is, a highly ranked contender. Mike advances with him. Kaleb Koho, Jacoby Bancroft, unfortunately, are out of the race for the time being, but they'll be back. Kaleb Koho, always dangerous. And even though we just met, I have a really good feeling about Jacoby Bancroft. I think I really like him.
I like him.
Yeah, he's great. Love his shirt.
Thank you. I had fun. Thanks for having me.
All right.
All right. So I think we should start with interviews. All right, Mike. Great match. That last question, though.
Yeah. And it was one of those. Star Trek is such a hit and miss category with me. Like sometimes I'm on. It's one of those, like I've been watching Star Trek since I was a kid. So sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm just off. And we both knew it. I just needed to bet more points, is what it came down to.
Yep.
Yeah. And sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, Joe got a little bit of. You were in control pretty much the whole match. Did amazing in round 1. I think that's almost as many points as anyone's ever scored in a Geek Challenge Cup match in round 1. We knew you were dangerous. We knew that you were a highly ranked contender if you were able to advance. You do advance to the tournament. You'll just be slightly lower seeding. How confident are you that in perhaps a one-on-one rematch you could take out Joe Farrelly?
More confident now than I was coming in. It's the last time I competed was in the Moo Trivia Face Off in the World War Geek, and I did not do well at all. And so going into it, I was really nervous because, with the pandemic and everything, a lot of people have been able to stay at home, watch movies all day. I have a job that, I work at a TV station, so I don't get to have all that extra free time that a lot of other people do. So studying for me has actually been really difficult to find the time to do. But, seeing that, now that I've kind of shaken the cobwebs off a little bit and I'm feeling a little bit more confident in myself and how I can perform, I think I'd probably handle pretty well. I wouldn't mind taking Joe on one-on-one.
All right, and there is still a lot of field that's left to qualify, so I can't promise that the rematch will happen, but we are very excited to have you. You are one of our first draft picks into this gauntlet to get in. You still advanced, and for what it's worth, an amazing performance.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. I'm so glad you guys reached out. I was jonesing real bad to get into the matches, and I love doing this. So I'm glad I get to do it again, and also as well in multiplex as well. So I'm looking forward to. I got a reputation to uphold. I want to make sure that like all the praise and confidence people are having in me to come back and own this thing is deserved and earned.
Yeah, also I have to say, a 20 points loss to a domination win, I mean, you don't really get that close without winning. So
Yeah,
we're probably going to be a high one of the lowest seeds if I am a betting man, which I'm not. But
yeah, don't gamble, kids. It's bad for you.
Yeah. All right. And that is all for one of the most entertaining players that I can ever think of.
About failure, I'm a star. I shall get my own trailer. Hype. Every time I'm around this.
All right, that's enough of that.
Copyright. That's Mike Shea. We'll be right back with, I believe, Jacoby Bancroft.
I did it. I won. I got it.
Nailed it.
Victory.
Well, I wouldn't say that, Jacoby. You actually, well, you did perform really well in round one. I think some of those questions in round two got the better of you. The betting strategy didn't pan out. But what did you think? What did you think about the format?
I love the format. It's fun. It's exciting. It kind of creates a scenario where it's like, even if you're down, you're not necessarily out because, one question, could have gone the other way. And then all of a sudden everything changes. So overall, the format was super fun, and it was super fun to try out and play.
Nice. Well, Jacoby, unfortunately, you are not going to be in the first tournament, but that doesn't mean you are out of the league, obviously. Like, you are in the first season roster, so we are hoping to see you back not soon, but probably after we have a champion.
I'll be ready-ish.
Okay.
Oh, I love him. We just met, but I love him. All right. So we will be seeing you hopefully very soon. Jacoby will be right back with what I believe to be Kaleb Koho. Oof.
Well, Kaleb, that didn't work out for you. It was just one big bet question that didn't go your way to kind of take you out of the race. So how are you feeling?
Yeah, whatever. DC, you can fucking suck my balls. Look, it's a category it's small enough that you either know it or you don't. The questions are going to be either really deep or really easy. I just figured I'd take a gamble on it. It didn't go my way. It's fucking Geek. I'll be back. Who cares? Joe's still overrated. You see the way he slow rolled that shit? Come on. You're a worse actor than fucking Megan Fox. Look, Mike, you're dope. Congrats. You played good. And Jacoby still can't beat me even when I suck. So play me and Jacoby one-on-one as soon as we get back into regular play. I'll do it. Let's go, Jacoby. Wear your leather jacket this time.
Book it, David. Jacoby versus Koho. DCU. Wrong
Just
answers.
DCEU?
Exhibition match.
Let's go.
Wrong answers. Exhibition match. Let's do it. Kaleb, I understand you run a league here or there. Do you want to tell us about it?
Sure. I run Multiplex Entertainment's Phantom Fights division with Tim Bracall and Nick Tuig. Over there, we basically have all your core geek categories, but we have a bunch of extra things that fit under the scope of fandom. So we have Pixar, Rocky, Planet of the Apes, James Bond, Disney animation, Disney live action, DreamWorks, YA Dystopia. They all fit into there in that sort of fandom branch. It's a good time. If you like geek, but you like, we have a little something for everyone. If you like the geek stuff, we have that. If you like Pixar, Disney, you like your animated stuff, we have that. You like things that are kind of geeky, but not quite in the geek sphere, come to fandom. We have them in fandom.
Cool. I have to start watching movies. I'm gonna try it maybe. If you'll have me, that is.
Oh, always.
Lovely. All right. That is Kaleb Koho. Things didn't work out today, but Wrong Answers exhibition match coming in never. And we'll be right back with today's winner, Joe Farrelly. You had me fooled. Joe, you did it. Domination win. You sent out a message. You told me on one of the ones that we've put out already, I would have dominated by like question 7. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't really believe you. But I don't know why I doubted you. You are, of course, as per usual, an amazing competitor. Lots of experience, lots of knowledge. Tell me what you thought.
Well, that one I spoke to you about is because there was a good bundle of Star Wars questions in there, and I would have just bet 5 on all of those. Yeah, Star Trek is I do consider it a big strength of mine. I love Star Trek. And when I heard it, when it came up for Star Trek, it was a risk, because if it was something that was a more obscure, I could have gone straight back down to 11, and Mike would have been 1 point away. Look, Mike's a really good player, but Jacoby and Kaleb are great players as well. They're all top players. But this comes down, it's not just down to knowledge, it's about how you feel about what's coming up. You saw how I felt about Marvel, and I did have a big sigh of relief when that third one was 2002 Spider-Man. I absolutely love that movie, so I kind of wish I'd bet more on that one. But apart from that, I feel really good, and it just goes to show that sometimes you just got to take the risk.
Well, that means you are advancing to the tournament, and with a domination win, that's the highest type of win you can get. And in only 5 questions, you will probably be a high up one, unless someone decides to just bet 5
and 1 after a perfect round.
Yeah. So, Joe, what are your hopes with the roster we have? What are your hopes? How confident you are coming into the tournament?
This roster is just full of players who absolutely dominate what they do. But it just comes down to, on the night, are the questions going to be ones that I've prepared for, or ones that I know, or like in the case of the Digger Harkness one, ones that I can lucky guess. It comes down to that. I think someone called me overrated, so I don't know what people are saying about me, but it must be some really high praise if that makes me overrated.
Fair enough. Well, Joe, we love having you. We were really excited that you were able to be a part of this. You are the first domination win of this new era of the Geek Challenge Cup. So looking forward to big things. There are a lot of people standing in your way. Champions, former champions, top contenders, all of them. So we'll see you soon.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, Alex, we did it, and I only screwed up like 5 times or something.
You're getting better, weirdly enough.
I'm actually. Yeah. I mean, I will get the hang of it sometime, I guess. Hope. Only 15 questions, though, so I didn't have as many chances to screw up. Well, I mean, we had 15 questions in total, I think. So only 5 where I could, screw up the betting thing. But anyway, this was an incredible match. I think it's exactly what we were expecting. Down to the wire, to the last question, and it came down on Mike not betting.
Yeah, if you just bet that extra point. Yeah,
that extra point that would have given him the win, because he knew the answer, obviously. So yeah, in this type of matches, when you are playing at that level, you have to be very sure of how you bet. You have to come in with a strategy. So, Alex, thoughts on the match?
Well, just to give you a little bit behind the scenes, we wanted to have 2 people that were strong favorites. We wanted to have a wild card, and we wanted to have a dark horse in the competition. And it just turned out that one of the running favorites that I had in mind really showed up. They both did, to be perfectly honest. And Joe just takes the day. He is still an amazing player, just like I thought he was. The scourge of team plays, if anybody ever saw those videos. And he will advance. Mike will advance. There is a lot of play still to come, though. We have champions, current champions in other leagues, still yet to take the field. We have former champions still yet to take the field. And we have people that are really looking to try and make their name in the coming weeks.
Yep.
Months. This is going to be a really exciting, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Yeah, me neither. As I said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe, share, like everything you do on YouTube videos. And check out our Facebook page to get information on how you can get into this particular Geek division next season. And that's all from Joe, from Kaleb, from Mike, from Jacoby, Alex, I'm David Garcia, and we'll see you next week in the Geek Challenge Cup.